and welcome to Cooking with Justice. I am Justice, your master chef, and today we're going to show you how to cut up a whole chicken. Usually you go to the grocery store, you usually pick out wings, thighs, breasts, drumsticks. Well, today I'm going to show you how to cut up this whole chicken right here. So stay tuned as me and this little chicken get together and we're going to have a cut up feast. Unfortunately, he won't be too happy. Well, he's already dead. But I'm going to show you how to do this, so stay tuned. So, we are right here, and we got the chicken. Usually in the chicken, you have giblets and niblets and all sorts of things coming out of this thing right here. So we got the heart, the gizzards, or whatever you want to call them. The livers and so forth. So usually after you take all that stuff out, you just have this whole chicken right here. So first of all, we're gonna just separate right here, and usually I like to use a sharp knife, something like this, but this is a little bit too big, but some people like to use a size like this. I prefer this size right here. This is a nice little sharp knife I like to use because it, it's small enough, it's good for me. But you decide on which one you want to use. Some people like to use the big old cleaver, and some people like to use the scissors. But I like this, so we're going to start with this. So I'm going to just cut alongside here, and what we're cutting right now is this is the drumstick, and this is the thigh. And alongside here is the breast up top, and this the wing. So we're just going to cut right through here real quick. And then, right when you get to about right here, you'll see the inner thigh right here. So you just, break right there, and there's a joint right here. So you can just cut along that joint. You can get right between that joint. You can just cut right on down right here. So you can just cut right here. Make sure you have a sharp knife so you can get all this done. Real nice, smooth, and simple. So right there, we just cut that. So what we have here is the drumstick and the thigh. Usually I like to cut off this excess fat, but you can leave it on if you like. Let's cut this off real quick. Put that right there. So right between here, as you can see on this side, is the drumstick and the thigh. So basically right between here, you can just cut right across, and there's a joint. You can just cut right through that joint, and there you go. There's your drumstick. And there's your thigh. And this is what you usually pick up when it comes. Here's your thigh, drumstick. So we're going to do the same thing to this side. Cut alongside here. Cut on down right here. Just cut on down here. Right there's the joint, right there, see the joint? It's already cut for, broken in for. Let's cut right on the side right there. So you cut that apart. And there's your other one right there. Just cut right between there. There you go, the separation, drumstick and thigh. It's 2 drumsticks. 2 thighs. So we're done with that part right there. Now right here you have a little display. Sometimes people like to make displays and bake up something like this and so forth, and they leave a little display right there. You can do that too. But now we got the whole breast and we got the wing. So right next to the breast is the wing joint, and you can see a little joint right here. It gets kind of tricky at times, so I usually like to cut right underneath here so you don't mess with the breast here, and cut right along here. And you'll come across a joint. Sometimes you have to break it sort of to separate. And there's a joint right there. And usually it gets kind of tough, but you can move around it. And there is your wing that you usually pick up in the grocery. So there's a wing. We do the same thing over here. Right between the joint. Sometimes you have to crack it. There you go. There's a joint. May look a little gruesome at times. For those who are vegan, they probably won't be doing this, but here you go. There you go. And now we're stuck with the breast. And the thing about this breast is, it's like a heart shape. And usually in a grocery store, you always get a half a breast. But this is a whole breast we're gonna cut away. And it gets kind of tricky right up in here because you're going against the rib cage and so forth. So, and that's at this point, I usually get a pair of scissors to cut right between the rib cage. But since we're using a knife, we gotta just grab up in there. So I just cut away the rib cage from this side, and sharp enough knife, cut away the rib cage from this side. You just bend back, and you'll start to come to some joints right up in here. Gets a little gruesome, but you want to know how to do it. This is how you do it. My way. You may not be doing it perfect, but you know it's good enough. So here you have your breasts, and this is your back and so forth. I usually discard this, and I discard this. So there you have the whole chicken breast, the wings, the thighs, and the drumsticks, drumettes. So there you have it. Ta-da-ta. He's all cut up. Hello and welcome back. So there you have it, a whole chicken. You got your wings, your thighs, your drumsticks, and the breast of heart. Thank you for watching Cooking with Justice. Stay tuned to my next episode. Please subscribe. Have a good day and good night.